For centuries, intelligence was one of the safest investments a person could make. Learn more, think better, get credentials, read harder books, enter a profession, sell your mind. Intelligence created status. It created income. It created mobility. It created the modern professional class. But AI asks a question that most people are not ready for. What still has value when intelligence becomes cheap? Not worthless, cheap, fast, abundant, available on demand, embedded in every app, connected to every workflow, capable of writing, coding, analyzing, designing, summarizing, translating, planning, and persuading. For generations, knowledge workers lived behind a wall. The wall was difficulty. It was hard to know things, hard to write well, hard to analyze complex information, hard to design, hard to code, hard to sound intelligent, hard to make professional output. AI lowers that wall. And when a wall comes down, the value does not disappear. It moves. When photography became common, painting changed. When recorded music became common, live performance changed. When information became abundant, attention became valuable. When content became infinite, trust became valuable. And when intelligence becomes abundant, the scarce things change again. Trust becomes scarce. Taste becomes scarce. Judgment becomes scarce. Embodied experience becomes scarce. Community becomes scarce. Land becomes scarce. Real places become scarce. Because AI can generate ideas, but it cannot make people trust you. It can generate images of a beautiful estate, but it cannot build one. It can summarize 100 books on community, but it cannot make people belong. It can design a water system on paper, but it cannot store water on your land. It can write a plan for a retreat, but it cannot create the feeling of sitting around a fire with people you actually want to know. This is the return of the physical. The more intelligence becomes embedded in software, the more value may move toward what cannot be generated. A real landscape, a beautiful site, clean title, water access, shelter, hospitality, human trust, a place with identity, a community people want to return to. That is why Base 2 exists. Base 2 is built around second bases, resilient land-backed estates designed for shelter, water, community, hospitality, revenue model potential, and long-term optionality. The idea is not that AI is bad. The idea is that AI changes what becomes rare. If everyone has access to intelligence, then intelligence alone is no longer enough. The question becomes, what can you do with intelligence? What can you build? What can you organize? What can you own? What can you make real? In the AI age, the winners may not be the people who simply use AI to make more digital noise. They may be the people who use AI to build more useful physical systems. Better land research, better design, better operations, better media, better market analysis, better community coordination, better deal sourcing, better education, better hospitality. AI becomes the tool. the real world becomes the canvas. This is a different way to think about wealth. A portfolio is powerful, but a portfolio alone can remain abstract. A second base converts capital into usefulness. Land becomes shelter. Shelter becomes hospitality. Hospitality becomes community. Community becomes identity. Identity becomes value. That chain is difficult to automate because it depends on physical reality and human meaning. And those may become more important as AI expands. There is another layer too. If intelligence becomes cheap, many people will face an identity crisis. What does it mean to be smart when software is smart? What does it mean to be educated when knowledge is everywhere? What does it mean to be productive when machines can produce endlessly? The answer may be that people return to older forms of value. Trust, craft, place, stewardship, hospitality, beauty, community, health, nature, ownership, belonging. Things that are not valuable because they are intellectually complicated. Things that are valuable because they are human. Base 2 is a bet on that shift. Not away from intelligence, beyond intelligence, toward useful land, toward places people want to be, toward wealth that can become shelter, water, income, community, and meaning. For a long time, the smartest path was to become more intelligent. The next path may be to make intelligence tangible, to turn it into places, systems, assets, communities, homes, second bases. Because when intelligence becomes cheap, reality becomes premium. When everyone can generate, the question becomes, who can build? When everyone can simulate, the question becomes, who owns something real? When everyone can sound smart, the question becomes, who can be trusted? And when the digital world becomes infinite, the deepest value may return to the things that cannot be copied. Land, water, shelter, community, trust, a real place to belong. When intelligence becomes cheap, scarce things matter differently. Land, water, shelter, community, trust, a real place to belong. If you want to think through the physical world hedge for an AI age, join the Base 2 Telegram community.